Turning 70 isn't just about growing older, it's about stepping into a new chapter of life. Many things that once seemed essential or defined who we were may no longer hold the same meaning. This is the time to let go of unnecessary pressures, societal expectations, or even the self-imposed rules that don't serve you anymore. It's your moment to live fully as yourself, free, confident, and truly happy. Imagine a life where you're no longer weighed down by unrealistic standards or the worry of what others might think. It's a life where every choice is guided by what brings you joy and peace. Are you ready to embrace this new way of living? Let me know the city you're watching from in the comments below, and don't forget to like and subscribe to join our community. Now, let's dive into the first thing that no longer makes sense after 70. 1. Stop chasing youthful beauty. Have you ever felt the pressure to maintain a youthful appearance even after turning 70? Society, and especially the beauty industry, has spent decades convincing women that their worth is tied to their looks. Wrinkles must be erased, gray hair covered, and signs of aging fixed. This relentless messaging can leave many women feeling like they're falling short, as if growing older is something to be ashamed of. Think about it. How many times have you stood in front of the mirror and scrutinized a new wrinkle or felt hesitant to leave the house without makeup? Perhaps you've avoided social gatherings, worried about how others might perceive your age. These daily struggles can weigh heavily, even if no one else notices them. But let's pause for a moment. True beauty doesn't lie in the smoothness of your skin or the color of your hair. It's in the way your face lights up when you share a heartfelt laugh with friends, or the strength in your voice when you give advice drawn from years of experience. It's the joy you feel baking cookies with your grandchildren, the pride of teaching them a family recipe, or the quiet glow of watching a sunset after a fulfilling day. Those laugh lines and silver strands are not flaws. They're stories etched into your being, proof of a life rich with love, learning, and resilience. Instead of chasing youth, embrace the happiness in your everyday moments. Take that yoga class because it makes you feel alive, wear that bright scarf because it makes you smile, and walk into that room like the wise, radiant woman you are. Your worth has never been about appearances. It's about the joy, kindness, and wisdom you bring to the world. Live it boldly because you deserve to. 2. Letting go of perfection. How many times have you found yourself completely exhausted, striving to make everything just right? Perhaps it was Thanksgiving dinner when you spent hours polishing the silverware, ironing tablecloths, and preparing a picture-perfect meal, only to find yourself too drained to enjoy the laughter and stories around the table. Or maybe it was a family birthday party where you meticulously decorated every detail, only to realize that no one noticed the perfectly coordinated napkins or the handmade centerpiece. Perfection can feel like a goal worth pursuing, but it often steals the joy of the moment. The truth is, striving for perfection doesn't bring happiness. It creates stress, self-doubt, and endless comparisons. While you're focused on getting every detail right, the magic of connection and presence slips away. The spotless house, the flawless meal, or the ideal outfit won't matter nearly as much to your loved ones as the warmth of your smile or the sound of your laughter. Instead of chasing perfection, give yourself permission to embrace life as it is, beautifully imperfect. The next time your cake sags in the middle, or there's a bit of dust on the coffee table, let it be. What people will remember isn't the cake or the spotless furniture. They'll remember how loved they felt when they were with you. Life after 70 isn't about living up to impossible standards. It's about celebrating who you are, flaws and all, and making memories that truly matter. Let go of the need to have everything just right. Instead, focus on being fully present, laughing at the small mishaps, and enjoying the company of those who make your life rich. You're enough, just as you are. 3. Decluttering your space. Decluttering your mind. Have you ever felt overwhelmed by the clutter in your home? Perhaps it's the closet full of clothes you haven't worn in years, the kitchen drawers overflowing with utensils you no longer use, or the stacks of magazines you keep meaning to read. You tell yourself you'll get to it someday, but the clutter lingers, quietly adding to your stress. The truth is, a cluttered home can lead to a cluttered mind. It's not just the physical mess that weighs you down, it's the emotional burden of holding on to things that no longer serve you. Each item represents a decision unmade, a piece of mental energy spent wondering where it belongs. Over time, it can feel suffocating, making it harder to relax and truly enjoy your space. But here's the good news. Letting go of clutter isn't just about creating a tidier home. It's about creating peace of mind. Start small. Open that overstuffed drawer and ask yourself, do I really need this? If it doesn't bring you joy or serve a purpose, it's okay to let it go. Thank it for its time in your life and move forward. With every item you release, you make room for calm, clarity, and a home that feels lighter and more welcoming. Imagine walking into a room that feels open and tranquil, where everything has its place, and you're surrounded only by what you love and use. That's the gift of decluttering. It's not about perfection, it's about freedom. Freedom to focus on the people and moments that truly matter instead of the stuff that doesn't. Your home should be a sanctuary, and it starts with clearing out what no longer serves you. Let today be the day you take the first step. 4. Choose peace over conflict. Have you ever tried to mediate a family disagreement only to find yourself feeling more drained than before? Perhaps it was a minor argument between your grown children over who should host Thanksgiving dinner, or a clash between friends that you thought you could resolve. Despite your best intentions, your efforts to keep the peace only left you caught in the middle, with both sides frustrated, and you feeling exhausted. These situations are all too common, especially for women who have spent much of their lives as caretakers and peacemakers. The instinct to step in and fix things comes naturally, but as the years pass, it becomes clear that not every conflict is yours to solve. Getting involved in disputes that don't directly affect you often drains your emotional energy and leaves little room for your own well-being. Choosing peace doesn't mean ignoring problems or being indifferent. It means recognizing when a situation is out of your control and allowing others to find their own solutions. Letting go of unnecessary conflict is an act of self-care. It frees up your time and energy for the things that truly matter: moments of joy, connection, and personal growth. The next time you're tempted to step into an argument, pause and ask yourself, will this truly help, or will it leave me feeling drained? If the answer is the latter, it's okay to step back. Instead, focus on nurturing your own peace and happiness. Life after 70 is too precious to spend entangled in conflicts that don't serve you. Embrace the freedom to prioritize your serenity. You've earned it. Peace isn't the absence of challenges, it's the presence of calm, and it starts with the choices you make every day. 5. Cut ties with toxic relationships. Have you ever left a lunch date with an old friend feeling more drained than uplifted? Maybe she spent the entire time complaining, criticizing others, or dismissing your feelings. Yet, despite the negative impact, you kept the relationship alive because of the years you've known each other, or the guilt of letting go. These situations are familiar and often difficult to address, but they raise an important question. Is this connection truly serving you? Toxic relationships don't always involve dramatic arguments or blatant disrespect. Sometimes it's subtle, a pattern of negativity, one-sidedness, or emotional exhaustion that builds over time. Maintaining such relationships can be exhausting, taking up valuable emotional and mental energy that could be spent on people who genuinely care for and support you. At this stage in life, it's vital to recognize that your time and energy are precious. Walking away from a toxic relationship isn't about anger or resentment. It's about self-preservation and prioritizing your well-being. This might mean gently distancing yourself from that critical friend or setting firm boundaries with a family member who drains your spirit. Letting go doesn't mean you stop caring. It means you care enough about yourself to create space for positivity and growth. Instead of holding on to relationships out of obligation, focus on nurturing connections that bring joy, encouragement, and understanding. Spend time with people who listen without judgment, laugh with you in the good times, and offer support during the hard ones. Surrounding yourself with positivity creates an environment where you can thrive emotionally and spiritually. Remember, letting go of toxic relationships isn't selfish. It's a form of self-care. You deserve to be surrounded by love, kindness, and respect. Life after 70 is a time for choosing quality over quantity, and that includes the people you allow into your life. 6. Take control of your health. When was the last time you truly listened to your body? Perhaps it's been whispering subtle messages, an ache in your knees, difficulty sleeping, or fatigue that lingers longer than it should. These signs might seem easy to dismiss, chalking them up to the natural process of aging. But what if they're your body's way of reminding you to pay attention and take action before those whispers grow louder? Your health is the foundation for living a full and independent life, no matter your age. While aging brings changes, it doesn't mean surrendering to discomfort or declining vitality. Small, consistent habits can make all the difference. Stretching for a few minutes each morning can ease stiffness, while swapping sugary snacks for wholesome foods can boost energy levels. Adding gentle activities like yoga, tai chi, or a daily walk around the neighborhood can strengthen your body and calm your mind. Taking control of your health is an empowering choice. Schedule regular checkups, even for minor concerns. Early attention to health issues can prevent them from becoming major obstacles later. Simple adjustments, like prepping nutritious meals or staying hydrated throughout the day, can renew your sense of well-being. Imagine waking up with more energy, feeling confident in your mobility, and having the stamina to fully engage with the people and activities you love. That vision is within reach when you prioritize your health. It's not about perfection, it's about honoring the gift of your body and doing what you can to support it. Your 70s and beyond can be a time of strength and vitality if you choose to nurture yourself, one small step at a time. 7. Stop worrying about others' opinions. Why is it so easy to second-guess ourselves? Maybe it's the time you put back a vibrant floral dress because you thought it was too much, or when you stayed silent during a family discussion, afraid your opinion would ruffle feathers. These moments of self-doubt can creep into daily life, often fueled by the weight of others' expectations. Spending your energy worrying about what others might think can quietly shape your choices and hold you back from living authentically. While it's natural to care about the feelings of those around you, constantly adjusting yourself to fit their opinions leaves little room for your own happiness. Whether it's how you dress, the hobbies you explore, or even the way you spend your time, your decisions should reflect what truly brings you joy, not what might please someone else. Consider the possibilities if you lived your life with unapologetic freedom. The bright dress you didn't buy? It might have brought a smile to your face every time you wore it. The words you held back? They could have been the insight someone else needed to hear. Letting go of the fear of judgment doesn't just free you. It allows your true self to shine in ways that inspire and uplift others. Your 70s are a time to prioritize your happiness and embrace the individuality you've spent a lifetime cultivating. Dance at the wedding, even if you think people are watching. Speak your mind with confidence. Choose what lights you up because you've earned the right to live on your terms. Life becomes infinitely richer when you let go of what others might think and focus on what makes you feel alive. 8. Rethink busy schedules. When was the last time you felt truly at peace with how you spent your day? Perhaps your week was filled with birthday parties, community events, and family gatherings, leaving you too tired to enjoy your quiet Sunday morning with a cup of tea. It's easy to fall into the habit of saying yes to everything, believing that a packed schedule is a sign of a full and meaningful life. But is it? A calendar bursting with commitments can quickly become overwhelming, leaving little time for reflection, rest, or simply enjoying the present moment. Being busy doesn't necessarily mean you're fulfilled. It can often mean you're stretched too thin, doing things out of obligation rather than joy. Those rushed days can blur together, and before you know it, you've missed the quiet beauty of a sunset, the simple pleasure of reading a good book, or a heartfelt conversation with a friend. It's okay to slow down. In fact, it's essential. Take a step back and evaluate what truly matters to you. Not every invitation or request deserves a yes. Declining with grace isn't selfish, it's an act of self-care. By freeing up space in your schedule, you allow room for what genuinely brings you happiness, whether it's gardening, painting, or just enjoying an unhurried morning with your favorite music. Your 70s are not a race to pack every moment with activity. They are an opportunity to savor life at your own pace, focusing on what fills your heart with joy. Choose quality over quantity, and you'll find that your days become not just busy, but beautifully meaningful. It's not about doing more, it's about doing what matters. 9. Embrace new hobbies and passions. Have you ever thought to yourself, isn't it too late for me to start something new? Perhaps you've dismissed the idea of taking up painting because you've never held a brush, or passed on joining a local book club because you felt uncertain about meeting new people. These thoughts can hold you back, but the truth is, it's never too late to explore new interests and passions. Starting something new can bring a spark of excitement and joy to your life, regardless of your age. Whether it's learning to play the piano, experimenting with photography, or simply tending to a small garden, every hobby you try has the potential to fill your days with purpose and creativity. There's a unique sense of freedom in being a beginner again. Without the pressure to excel, you can approach each new skill with curiosity and a light heart. Imagine discovering a love for watercolor painting and watching your skills grow with each stroke of the brush. Picture yourself planting flowers in the spring and seeing your garden come to life with vibrant colors. Or think about the connections you could form by joining a local choir or knitting group. These experiences aren't just about the activity itself. They're about finding joy, forming friendships, and nurturing your inner self. Don't let hesitation stop you. Take that first step toward trying something new. Whether it's a class at the community center, an online tutorial, or a shared interest with a friend, each small effort opens the door to endless possibilities. Life after 70 is not a time to hold back. It's a time to embrace everything that excites you. Let your curiosity lead the way and discover the passions that make your days brighter. Life after 70 is not about meeting anyone else's standards. It's about embracing your authentic self and savoring every precious moment. This is your time to let go of pressures, celebrate your experiences, and focus on what truly brings you joy. Every decision you make should honor the incredible person you've become. Take these insights to heart, try them out, and let them guide you toward a more fulfilling life. Share your experiences in the comments below. We'd love to hear how you're thriving. Together, let's make your 70s the most beautiful and meaningful chapter yet.